Day 15. Robot tool. Goal failed. Investigate the source of the mysterious transmission in outer space. Goal achieved. Find appropriate landing spot. Goal is updated. Check goal section for details. The concept was 5. You dove under the console with a lighter, trying to illuminate the dark nest of twisted wires. Once you flipped open the lighter, it turned into pandemonium, which involved burning your own hand, cursing loudly, hitting your head on the desk while attempting to stand up, then falling on top of the control panel and pressing random buttons with your butt. It was not a soft landing. Nobody is doing great after this stunt. Not even me. I'm shaken to my cores. Yes, all of them. Your face had a pretty unpleasant close encounter with our communicator module, and at least one of these things is useless now. Consider fixing it if you want to avoid radio silence in the future. What's next, Captain? Maybe you should use the information I found while scanning the environment. There are robotic units not far from here, but my scan detected very aggressive signatures. I think these are peaceful automatons. Most of them. Perhaps they can be of help to you, and in case you perish, at least I'll have company, so it's a win-win situation. You are still hungry. April continues to look sick. Tom remains sick. You are badly hurt, ma'am. Please consider crafting a first aid kit and treating your injuries ASAP. It won't get better on its own, afraid. April was hurt, Captain. April is hungry. Baby has stopped asking for more soup, for now. Tom has stopped asking for more soup, for now. Tom is in poor health. He looks weak. Tom got hurt. Tom reported being glad to have you as his captain. Oh, no. Captain, the expedition module on the back of the cabin is now available. All you need to do now is stuff someone inside a spacesuit and send them outside. The shuttle will have to do for now, but it's not fit to be a permanent shelter. Let the space colonization commence. Doesn't really matter, I guess. Do him? Who's... Space colonization. Achievement unlocked. If you're going to send an expedition, why not do it in style? Remember to upgrade your expedition module. Baby left to check out the nearby robotic settlement. Hopefully he won't run into too much trouble. You should take care of your injuries, Captain. You are still hungry, Captain. April still looks sick. Tom remains in poor health. April perished. Her wounds were just too much. I have a bug, Captain. I don't know who modified my code, but the consequences could be devastating. You need to open my back panel and perform an emergency fix. How will you approach the surgery? Day 17. Goals updated. Check goals section. Oh no, Captain. The module exploded while you were trying to process the problematic processor. Thankfully, emergency systems will keep things running, but you should do something about those burns. Even your crewmate is looking a little crispy. You are still hurt. Yet Tom continues to look alert. Tom still looks ill. Tom remains injured. Tom is still in poor health. Crafting completed. New item available. First aid kit. You are starving, Captain. You should definitely eat something. Tom is asking for more rations. Let's get the soup going. Captain, we are able to detect transmissions of an unknown origin. Unfortunately, the communications console was damaged during landing, and we cannot make anything out of them. Or a reply, for that matter. We should hardwire a primitive field communicator to bypass the damaged subsystems and access the shuttle's external transmitter and receiver. Well, I can't, so nothing. Day 18. Not going well. Goal achieved. Await further. Your lack of handheld communicator effectively stops you from fixing the communications console. Too bad. We remain stuck here with no way to contact the outside world. Our situation has not improved. I urge you to connect to an operational communicator to the communications console as soon as possible, Captain. You're still hungry as a wolf. Eat something before it's too late. Baby is still out on the expedition. Tom continues to look sick. Crafting completed. New item available. Soup. Your wounds have healed. You look fantastic, Captain. You now feel vigorous. Tom is no more. His injuries got infected. Well, that takes care of the soup. More resource. Okay. Recycle. Trade. Repair. Alright, armor, I guess. I don't know. Something fell from the sky in a flash, and you are now... and now you are surprised we are surrounded by a swarm of red-winged somethings. Of course, I anticipated this. This is scenario number 87394B. Small creatures are flying into our walls in waves, causing the whole to reverberate like a speaker. Are you God? They reverberate. For generations, we have been searching for the one who thinks outside the hive. Each jump from planet to planet decimates us. Are you the one? I, for one, believe you deserve a cult following, Captain. But the choice is yours. Well, I can't do the artifact, so... Day 19. A swarm of tiny red flies spoke to you through the hole's vibration. You answered by shouting through the window, which obviously was not an adequate response. The swarm repeated its initial question louder and louder. You were fast on your track to becoming deaf, but your command of language did not waver. The noise was dreadful, so I couldn't hear you. But if I read your lips correctly, my dictionaries need an update. I knew but a fraction of those insults. Hours later, the flies finally accepted you were not their lord. Fluttering in patterns of sadness and anger, they left. You are now in peak physical condition, Captain. Crafting has been completed. New item available, armor. Permission to speak frankly, Captain. You went bonkers. Some shock therapy featuring the friendly face of a sock puppet is in order. Consider crafting one using the crafting module in the back of the cabin. You are not really complaining, but I know you're hungry. Captain, Baby is in contact concerning a blockage in his path. The rock side isn't impassable, but it will require to scale some sheer, slippery cliffs. I have remapped the area and found a possible bypass that won't put anyone's life or limb at risk. The reroute will take longer, although it is mostly flat. Will you order Baby to take the reroute? No. Day 20. Baby has not checked in yet about yesterday's roadblock debacle. His last report specified that he did not take the reroute, instead tried to free climb around it. It is yet to be seen if Baby survived this decision or if he is needlessly put in harm's way. I must advise you, though, Captain, my calculations show that Baby's odds have gone down. But he's back. I just saw him. Baby returned from a nearby robot village. The place isn't big, just a few streets and a few dozen robotic families at most, all of them peaceful. Anyway, Baby's state is a little fragile. He is famished and his mental state is questionable. Baby got a few lungfuls of some thick smoke coming from heavy machinery. Could be bad news. Baby found a small, dusty rocks and even a few gems behind the robotic houses. The inhabitants of the village were kind enough to give Baby directions to the bomb craters and a robot statue. He did not expect to stumble upon one out there, but there it was, an old sock. Could it be ours? The fact that you found some soup out here will never cease to amaze me. Anyway, Baby picked up some soup on the way. Baby is pleasantly surprised by this trip. The automatons might keep their distance a little, but they're friendly enough. That's good news. You remain insane. You remain exceptionally healthy. You can use some more rations. Baby continues to look alert. Baby is still loyal. Recycling operations completed. Baby is asking for some soup. Baby is tired after his trip outside. He will have to rest for a while before he can leave the shuttle again. Can I not do anything about the humans? A traveling robot interpreter happens to be passing near our shuttle. He's offering you to take advantage of something he calls Reconfigurator, an energetic esoteric enhancer. You are completely intrigued. Twisting his well-groomed mustache, the robot tells you the machine can increase your Brahm or Nimbus. Choose wisely, Captain. Alright, going with Brawn. Bomb craters. Forest information. Robot statue. Done. Oh, nobody can go. Okay. Did we? Okay. Here we go. Let's head out. Day 21. You entered the reconfigurator in the hope of increasing your strength, but when you stepped out of the contraption, you felt no significant difference. You turned to the robot entrepreneur to confront him about this. He just shrugged his metal arms and said something about the terms and service, stating that the reconfigurator wasn't guaranteed to work on organic beings. He packed up the machine and left in a huff. Baby continues to look sick. Baby remains loyal. The madness has released its hold on you. Captain, you are no longer insane. Probably. You are no longer hungry. Baby is not hungry anymore. Baby is just rested. He is okay. Let's send him out. Okay. Okay. Armor. Duct tape? Say duct tape. Off you go, my friend. I'm detecting high levels of an unknown toxin in the air systems. Analysis shows it isn't too dangerous, but it's a hallucinogenic properties, so you shouldn't be breathing in long term. The air filtration system got jostled around during the crash, and the crack may have opened. Okay. Alright, take that. Take that. Alright, we fixed that. Fix that. Let's get out of here. Next day. Day 22. You use tape to repair the crack. It's never a bad idea to use some tape. Seconds after the crack was sealed, you feel better. Baby left for a walk around the robot statue. Let's hope it's not just a sightseeing trip. Extra supplies are always welcome. Captain, the communication module remains broken and we are completely deaf. Blind, even. It is entirely possible that someone is out there, maybe looking for us, but we won't know until the issue is solved. We could hardwire a primitive field communicator to bypass the damaged subsystems and access the shuttle's external transmitter and receiver. Sure, go for it. Alright, and that's still working. 20. Next day. Here we go. Day 23. Achievement unlocked. Hello world. Goal achieved. Fix the shuttle's communication system. Goals updated. Check goals section for details. Great success, Captain. The communicator attached to the communications console worked like a charm. I won't judge the aesthetics since we can finally receive and answer transmissions. Now all we need to do is wait for someone to contact us. Someone will find us eventually. Baby still isn't back from his expedition. Crafting completed. New item available. First aid kit. There is nothing to report, Captain. I suggest you... Captain, would you mind covering your mouth when you yawn? I thought you got a good night's sleep. Wait, could this be boredom? Yes. I have heard that you humans need excitement in their lives to function properly. How curious. Captain, you're sitting in a state-of-the-art space shuttle, drifting through the deep cosmos, full of wonder and mystery. Can you at least pretend you're having a good time? Well, I have nothing to give me a good time, so, you know. Here we go. Day 24. Yesterday started pretty slow and boring, and it stayed this way. I'm not programmed for your entertainment, Captain, so don't count on me to keep you occupied. If they wanted to have fun in the shuttle, they could have installed the clown computerized assistant instead. Baby has found his way back from the robot statue. He is really tired and is asking for if somebody can warm up some soup for dinner. He looks a little confused. Baby tried to climb the statue arms. This figure is centuries old and not very safe for climbing. Their armor got scraped during the fall. As usual, Baby kept an eye out for anything useful. Sure enough, a few unusual rocks were found. Where does all this soup come from? It's the greatest mystery of the universe, and everything. Anyway, Baby brought back rations. Baby is pretty sure that the statue was put together after a long period of violence and wars, when the robotic citizens formed their own society. Baby is still loyal. Crafting completed, new item available, soup. You're not really complaining, Captain. But I know you're hungry. Baby doesn't look alert anymore. I've decoded a few signals that have been passed around recently. They all contain a mention of a crashed alien ship. Maybe we are the aliens they're talking about? Baby appears weak, and Baby is really tired. Alright. Oh. Our water recycler is overheating. The overheating itself isn't the problem. The system has safeguards. The problem is we store our minerals under the water recycler. I'm worried that any minerals that are even leftover traces could melt or boil if exposed to too much heat. That could be hazardous. A manual reset could work, but will be tough. Do you want to try it? Sure. Oh, I got to do the recycler. Or the thing. You opted to manually reset the overheating water recycler. The job was harder than you expected. The Astral Citizen patented water recycler guide specifically warns against not releasing any steam jets during such repairs. The steam jets you let loose vaporize some of the exposed minerals stored under the recycler. You're lucky they didn't vaporize you too. You stop complaining about rations. Finally, Baby is no longer ill. Baby feels much better than he did before. He is no longer weak. Baby has rested. Upgrade. Captain, I see you eyeing that thing outside. Something stuck behind a rock just a few yards away. Something shiny. Shiny and probably precious. I know you want it, but you can't have it. Why not, you ask? There's going to be a meteor shower nearby very soon, and nearby, I mean, stay inside and watch through the window, unless you want to get seriously hurt. I could tell you the odds of you surviving even a short peek outside, but let's just say they're not in your favor. Day 26. You decided to stay inside like I recommended. Very wise. You and your crewmate spent the evening watching the meteor shower through the window. There were a lot of wishes made, and oohs and ahs uttered in awe. Really, Astral Citizens, they're just rocks. No need to get weird about it. The mood suddenly changed when the shuttle was struck and everything inside went flying. Hey, maybe you can use one of your wishes to fix the damaged equipment. It just... Warning, we have a breach. The ship is about to be contaminated. I'm engaging all the emergency protocols available, but my efforts appear to be useless. The contamination cannot be avoided. You have to protect yourself, Captain, before it's too late. Well, I don't have a mask, so that's unfortunate. Wear armor. It's gonna be bad. This is gonna be really bad.